What is going on, beautiful Moldavite star beings? I hope you are all doing fantastically well. In front of me, I actually have my own personal Moldavite head explosion recipe because at this stage in my journey on this thing we call life, in this time and space, I have now reached a moment where my head has been extremely filled with sexual energy from doing semen retention for around 6 months. And I must say, it is one of the greatest things I believe I've been able to accomplish in this lifetime because of how much sacrifice, how much pain, how much endurance, how much strength you must have in order to retain your own personal energy and not release it. Now, with that being said, I wanted to create this video to share with you guys what I'm personally doing to get through this because maybe at one point or another, someone watching these videos, either now or in the future to come or future generations, for as long as this world, keeps running, it's almost like a business before it goes out of business, right? Someone will benefit from watching these videos and doing what I did to get to where I'm going to go. Now, for those of you who have been watching these videos, my main goal, my main vision for my life is obviously choosing. I am choosing, right? Everyone has a choice. I am choosing to follow the almighty being that created everything that we are in right now in this bubble we call Earth, this bubble we call the universe, right? I am choosing to follow that supreme being into my purpose, into what I was called for, and where I go into after this life is finished. Now, others may choose different paths for themselves, and that's fine. Everyone has the free will to choose. Now, for those of you who are following that same similar path that I am, this is something you are going to have to face, going to have to endure at one point or another as you are building. And I kind of want to get rid of the word semen. I want to say energy retention because this is not just limited to men, this is also open to women. And either body, either spirit, either energy can do this. Okay? Now, it's funny because as I continue to retain this energy within myself, I have become more satisfied with just being with myself, with my energy, being content with everything I have, having everything that I need. It is like I lack nothing. And that is one of the greatest moments, greatest experiences I believe any human, any energy being experiencing a human body, living in a human body can experience. Because so many people experience these voids inside their life, and I believe it's because there is that lack of containing and holding that energy, that divine energy that you have within, and finding it and losing that power over time. Once you go through adolescence, you hit puberty, and a lot of people start to lose that energy when they were kids, when they were whole, when they were complete. And it's funny to see how that energy can be contained again, and you can live a blissful life just like you did when you were a little kid. And I am living proof. I am living proof that it is possible. And I'm only into it 6 months. So I can only imagine as the years go by how much better life will get. But going back to the initial title of this video, this Moldavite head explosion that you see, this recipe that you see in front of you, is what I'm personally using to help now guide the energy that is building up inside my head and pushing it up towards the higher chakras because it has now reached a level of no return. Okay. Now, usually when people experience this and it will come as like a headache. It will come as energy pressure. Most people in these situations revert back to doing drugs, they revert back to drinking, they revert back to sex, masturbation, releasing seed, releasing or in an orgasm, right? Because they are not able to handle that kind of pressure. But I'm here to say if you are one of the very few that actually choose to keep pushing forward, you are going to need this recipe for your life. Okay? And this is just my way of doing it. Maybe when you reach your point of this particular part of the journey, you will find your own method, maybe based on mine, maybe something completely different. But nonetheless, I am still here to share. So, what I have in front of me is 10 different pieces of Moldavite, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then there's one in the back, 10. Okay? I have a piece of Colombianite right here. Kind of looks like Moldavite. 4 pieces of phenakite. I got 2 in here, 1 there, and another there. And I do have a new addition that I've added, this 20-gram piece of Libyan desert glass. I absolutely love. Right here in the center, I have the other 2, right, one underneath it and another one right next to it. Now this one right here is a special piece that I will not yet share until later, until I make a video about this later. But this one is also a special piece, okay? Now this is what I'm currently using right now to elevate that energy from my head into higher chakras. The reason being is now that this energy has collected inside my brain, I literally feel like I'm an alien that has manifested itself into this human body. Now I am observing human beings. I don't even consider myself a human being. And that's something that has always agitated me. When people say, oh, we as humans, oh, we as the people. I'm like, no, you need to speak for yourself because I don't consider myself a human. I consider myself a spiritual being, an alien inside this human body who will one day leave the body and move on to my next expedition. Okay, that's something that I've always disliked. People always assuming that I am or we are a part of the same group. No, we are not. Don't call me a human, okay? You see me in the human body, but I am an alien inside a human body, okay? So now that I've had this energy circulating inside my brain, I now start to see everything from an alien perspective, and it kind of makes me sad because it's so sad to see how unevolved human beings, when you really think about it, these spiritual beings inside these human bodies have not yet evolved. Okay? It's so sad. The earth is probably one of the lowest frequency dimensioned planet in the entire universe. It still has so much to evolve. And we as aliens have chosen to come into this earth for a specific reason, to learn, to grow, to have this human life experience, to gain more knowledge. And it's amazing because now with this perspective change, I find that everything is now pointless. Not saying that the adventure or the expedition is pointless, but the things that regular human beings or unevolved aliens talk about, discuss, fight over, dispute, whatever it is, it's all pointless. Like, why couldn't we just focus as a whole spiritual entity frequency on evolving on a spiritual level and keep growing, keep evolving? I think a lot of you get what I'm saying, and I'm so glad that you do. Because everything that regular human beings talk about is pointless, and I just laugh. I cackle. And now I'm just learning how to rest. Because I've learned even that the more you accomplish, the more you're successful, there's always another mountain to climb, so to speak. There's always more that you want to grow into. There's always another level, another page to turn. There's always a new chapter. And so, in this season, I'm just learning how to rest. Because why not enjoy life where I'm not striving to become something, where I can just lean in, spend time with the ultimate spiritual being, the creator of the entire universe, and learn from that being. And that is the season that I'm in. And it is one of the best ones I think I've ever been on because I get to learn so much about this energy, how to use this energy, spend my time evolving as this energy. And it's one of the most beautiful gifts you can ever give yourself. Learn to work with the energy, evolve, become the best being that you can become for your next expedition. And so I want to thank you all for everyone who watches these videos, who's joining me on this journey. Thank you for being a part of the transformation. As we as energy, we are always transforming into something better. I hope this helps you in some way, shape, or form. The Moldavite head explosion, it's an incredible journey. So enlightened that I was helped to find Moldavite, to now start pairing it with all these crystals. And I feel so blessed to be sharing my journey with you guys. So, try this one out, guys. When you're ready, that Libyan desert glass, Columbianite, Phenakite, Moldavite, and that special mystery that I will share with you later down this journey. I'm sending you guys so much love, and I will talk to you guys very, very soon. See ya.